or February 24th
Okay.
to March 2nd, 2025.
Right.
And our source is so fun.
Yeah,
It's very youth culture-y.
it is.
So before we get into like what your sign has in store for you specifically,
Mm-hmm.
let's kind of set the stage for like what is happening cosmically this week.
Yeah, for sure. So we have two big things happening this week that are going to influence the energy.
Okay.
We have a new moon in Pisces
Oh, nice.
on February 27th.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Venus retrograde starting in Aries on March 1st.
Okay. So new beginnings with a little bit of dreamy Pisces vibes.
Yes.
But then also Venus retrograde.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone jokes about Venus retrograde and like the relationship drama that ensues.
Right.
What's the real deal here?
Yeah, so
Is it really as chaotic as people say?
it can definitely stir things up.
Okay.
But I think it's not always about breakups and makeups necessarily.
Okay.
Think of Venus retrograde as like a cosmic pause button. Interesting.
It's a time to kind of reflect on your relationships and learn from the past.
Okay.
And maybe even, rekindle a flame.
Yeah.
But only if it's truly meant to be rekindled.
Right.
This isn't about diving headfirst back into something that wasn't working.
Okay, so less freak out and more like take a breath and reassess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take a breath, reassess,
Got it.
reevaluate.
I'm ready to see how this plays out for each sign.
Okay.
Let's start with Aries.
Yes.
Always the trailblazer.
Always.
What does the horoscope say about our Aries friends?
So Aries is getting a double dose of energy this week.
Okay.
The horoscope mentions a boss energy boost early on,
I love that.
thanks to the moon in Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
So it's really the perfect time for them to like tackle those big goals and make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then by like Thursday, the Pisces new moon encourages them to shift gears and tap into their softer side a little bit.
Okay, wait, so they're going from like CEO energy to lovey-dovey vibes?
Yeah, kinda.
That's a pretty big shift.
How does that even work?
Well, it's all about balance, right? It's not about, becoming a pushover or anything, but it's about channeling that assertive energy into building strong connections.
Oh, yeah.
So this could be the week that like an Aries finally works up the courage to ask their crush out, or, finally takes the leap to deepen a connection with someone special.
I can already see those like bold Aries moves.
Yeah.
But what about Venus retrograde?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a warning about like falling into the nostalgia trap
Yes.
for Aries.
So with Venus retrograde happening in their sign, old flames might try to resurface,
Oh,
or past relationship issues could come back to haunt them.
yikes.
The key here is for Aries to stay grounded in the present.
Okay.
They need to ask themselves, like, is this really what I want now?
Right.
Or am I just romanticizing the past?
That's some seriously solid advice.
Yeah,
Not just for Aries, but for anyone.
for sure.
Dealing with those like X-related flashbacks.
Yes.
All right, on to Taurus. This is a sign I always associate with like practicality
Mm-hmm.
and a love of like finer things in life.
For sure.
What does their week look like?
So you hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Taurus is all about stability
Yeah.
and creating a solid foundation.
Mm-hmm.
This week, the stars are encouraging them to really embrace that energy,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning of the week.
Mm-hmm.
The horoscope mentions organizing, budgeting, resisting those impulse buys.
Ooh.
Think of it as like a cosmic spring cleaning
Nice.
for your bank account and your life.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about a little cosmic decluttering.
A little cosmic decluttering.
But then we've got that Pisces new moon energy coming in.
Yes.
What kind of a shift does that bring for our grounded Taurus friends?
So this is where things get interesting.
Okay.
The new moon in Pisces whispers to Taurus to tap into their creative side.
Ooh.
Maybe even share some hidden talents with the world.
Interesting.
The horoscope mentions dropping a gate-kept art project or playlist. It's like the universe is giving them permission to let their inner artist shine.
Ooh, I love that.
Right.
Seeing those like quiet, creative Tauruses
Yeah.
finally share their gifts with the world,
Yes.
that's something I can get behind.
It is beautiful.
But what about Venus retrograde?
Mm-hmm.
How does that play into their week?
So Venus retrograde might bring some tests of patience
Okay.
for Taurus, especially in relationships.
Okay.
Communication is key here.
Okay.
If any issues or disagreements come up, it's important for Taurus to speak their truth clearly and avoid getting swept up in petty drama.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Surrounding themselves with their supportive crew will definitely help them navigate any bumps in the road.
So solid advice. I can already picture those Taurus friends
Yeah.
having a chill hangout session,
Yes, exactly.
talking things out,
Mm-hmm.
and keeping each other grounded.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, let's move on to Gemini,
Okay.
the social butterfly of the zodiac.
The social butterfly.
They're always up for something new
Yeah,
and stimulating.
for sure.
What does their horoscope have in store?
So get ready for a whirlwind
Okay.
because Gemini's week is packed.
Oh my gosh.
So the moon in Capricorn early in the week helps them focus and get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
So expect some serious wins in their work or studies.
Okay.
But then once we hit midweek,
Yeah.
they'll be itching for new experiences
Mm-hmm.
and mental stimulation.
Okay. So, the horoscope mentioned a spontaneous trip,
Yes.
which screams Gemini to me.
it does.
Or maybe a deep dive into a TikTok rabbit hole.
Oh, for sure.
Honestly, who hasn't fallen down one of those?
I know.
And with the Pisces new moon,
Yeah.
boosting their social energy,
Yes.
this is prime time for Gemini to connect with others. Maybe even slide into a few DMs.
Slide into those DMs.
But speaking of DMs,
Uh,
let's talk about Venus retrograde
all right.
and the potential for communication chaos.
Yes.
Oh, I've got it here. I know Geminis are usually great communicators,
Mhm.
but Venus retrograde always seems to throw a wrench in things,
It can.
especially with communication.
Exactly. So, with Venus retrograde, increasing the potential for misunderstandings,
Okay.
especially in the digital realm,
Yeah.
Gemini needs to double check those texts before hitting send
Oh, yeah.
and not overthink any silences in the group chat.
Okay.
Clear and direct communication is their superpower this week.
So maybe think twice before sending that flirty emoji.
Perhaps.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. On to Cancer,
Okay.
the nurturer
Mm-hmm.
and feeler of the zodiac.
Yes.
What kind of energy can they expect this week?
So Cancer is going to be feeling all the feels this week.
Oh.
So self-care is absolutely essential.
Okay.
The early week energy encourages them to really prioritize their emotional well-being,
Yeah.
whether that's, journaling,
Yeah.
meditation,
Yeah.
or just taking a long, luxurious bath.
Ooh, I like that.
Whatever helps them recharge those emotional batteries.
I'm all about that. And then we have the Pisces new moon.
Yes.
What kind of magic does that bring for Cancer?
So this new moon is all about personal transformation for Cancer.
Okay.
It's a cosmic invitation to set intentions for healing and growth,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even a little romance.
Okay.
So this could be the week they finally decide to try that new therapy approach
Yeah.
or open their heart to a new connection.
So whether it's a date night
Yeah.
or a soul-searching session,
Mm-hmm.
Cancer should embrace the energy of renewal.
Exactly.
But what about Venus retrograde?
Yeah.
It mentioned the potential for past heartache resurfacing.
It's true. Old emotional wounds might come up for healing,
Oh.
especially with Venus retrograde happening in fiery Aries.
Yeah.
But the key for Cancer is to avoid dwelling in the past.
Okay.
This isn't about wallowing. It's about acknowledging those old hurts,
Right.
learning from them,
Yeah.
and focusing on cultivating inner peace.
Okay.
Their intuition will be their guide this week.
That's some powerful advice.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting your gut is so important,
Yeah.
especially during times of emotional intensity.
Especially.
Okay, let's shift gears to Leo,
Okay.
the radiant, confident star of the zodiac.
Star.
What does their horoscope have to say?
So Leo is in their element this week,
Ew.
shining bright,
Yes.
radiating that signature Leo confidence.
Okay.
Monday and Tuesday are all about embracing their leadership qualities, expressing themselves boldly.
Yeah.
Maybe even posting that fire selfie.
Yes, Leo energy is contagious.
It is.
But then the Pisces new moon comes in,
Yeah.
and I'm sensing a shift toward romance.
You read the stars, right?
Ooh.
The Pisces new moon can spark new romantic connections for Leo
Okay.
or bring a touch of magic to existing ones.
Okay.
It's all about enjoying those warm, fuzzy feelings and letting their heart lead the way.
Love is definitely in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Venus retrograde?
Yes.
I'm a little nervous to ask. But the horoscope mentioned potential drama with exes.
Ah, yes. The dreaded ex drama.
Oh, no.
But this is where Leo's strength comes in.
Okay.
They need to remember their worth
Yeah.
and not let any past relationship baggage dim their shine.
Yeah.
Self-love is their secret weapon this week.
Love it.
Yes.
Strong boundaries and a healthy dose of self-love.
Exactly.
That's a winning combination.
That is.
All right, next up we've got Virgo,
Okay.
known for their meticulous nature
Mm-hmm.
and attention to detail.
For sure.
What does their cosmic forecast look like?
So Virgo is going to be thriving on organization and productivity this week.
So classic Virgo.
Yes.
The beginning of the week is perfect for them to really like dive into their to-do list, clear out that inbox, maybe even meal prep for the week ahead.
Right.
It's all about getting things done and feeling that sense of accomplishment.
Yes.
I can practically see them color-coding their planners as we speak.
I know.
But then we have the Pisces new moon, which seems to be inspiring everyone to tap into their creative side.
Yeah.
How does that work for our practical Virgo friends?
So this new moon is a beautiful reminder for Virgo that practicality and creativity aren't mutually exclusive.
Ooh.
It encourages them to tap into their imagination
Okay.
and maybe even start that passion project they've been putting off.
Interesting.
It's all about finding that sweet spot where logic and inspiration meet.
Yeah, I love that. It's like the universe is giving them permission to dream a little bigger.
Yeah, to think outside the box.
But then there's Venus retrograde,
Uh-oh.
and the horoscope mentioned something about finances.
Yes. So Venus retrograde in Aries
Okay.
could bring some challenges in the financial realm.
Okay.
It's a good time for Virgo to be mindful of their spending habits and avoid any impulsive purchases.
Okay.
Focusing on their long-term financial goals is key.
Yeah.
So this might be the week they finally create that budget they've been meaning to make or research investment options for the future.
Great advice. It's a good reminder for all of us to be a little bit more mindful of our spending habits.
Yes.
Even if we're not Virgos.
Especially during Venus retrograde.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Libra,
Okay.
the sign of harmony and balance.
Yes.
What's on the cosmic agenda for them this week?
So Libra is all about connection and finding that sense of equilibrium in all areas of life.
Yep.
Early in the week, their natural charm and diplomacy will be in the spotlight,
Okay.
making it a great time for networking, collaborating with others,
Yeah.
maybe even sliding into a collab DM.
Sliding into a collab DM.
Yeah.
That's definitely a 2025 horoscope prediction.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had the Pisces new moon amplifying their already strong social energy.
It is a very social time for Libra.
Exactly.
This new moon encourages Libra to prioritize their friendships and connections.
Okay.
So planning a fun outing with their crew, or even just like catching up with loved ones virtually, are all great ways to harness this energy.
It's all about those like meaningful interaction.
Yeah, exactly.
But now for the question I'm sure every Libra is waiting for.
Okay.
How does Venus retrograde affect them?
Ooh.
And since Venus is their ruling planet, I'm guessing it hits them a little harder than most.
You're right. Venus retrograde can be a bit more intense for Libra.
Okay.
So with Venus retrograde happening in Aries, it could stir up some old relationship patterns. Or even create a little friction in their friend group.
Yikes.
The key here is for Libra to stay true to their diplomatic nature.
Okay.
Communicate openly and honestly.
Yeah.
And try to keep the peace.
Right.
Remember, Libra, your peacemaking skills are needed now more than ever.
That's some seriously sage advice for our Libra friends. All right, up next, we've got the ever enigmatic Scorpio.
Okay.
What mysteries do the stars hold for them this week?
Oh, so many mysteries. So Scorpio is known for their intensity and depth, and this week is no exception. They'll be diving deep into their emotions and exploring their inner world. The grounded energy early in the week, thanks to the moon in Capricorn, will support them in strategizing and planning. Whether it's related to their career, their personal goals, or even their relationships.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
The horoscope even used the phrase sneaky glow up.
Ooh, I love that.
It's like they're working on themselves behind the scenes. Ready to emerge totally transformed.
Exactly. It's all about that inner work.
Yeah.
And then with the arrival of the Pisces new moon on Thursday, things get really potent. This new moon is offering Scorpio a really powerful opportunity for emotional healing and renewal. It's a chance for them to like release old hurts, confront any buried feelings, and step into a more empowered version of themselves.
Oh, that sounds intense.
It can be.
But also incredibly liberating.
But also very liberating.
It's like shedding an old skin.
Yeah.
And embracing a whole new chapter.
Exactly.
But what about Venus retrograde?
Uh-oh.
It mentioned a potential blast from the past.
Yes.
Which can be a little daunting for anyone, especially a Scorpio.
Especially a Scorpio.
So?
It's true. With Venus retrograde in Aries, someone from Scorpio's past might resurface.
Oh.
This could be an old friend or even a family member they haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
The key here is for Scorpio to trust their intuition.
Okay.
Don't rush into anything.
Yeah.
Take your time to assess the situation and make sure this reconnection aligns with your current needs and values.
That's such good advice.
Yeah.
It's easy to get swept up in the nostalgia, but sometimes those blasts from the past are better left in the past.
Better left in the past.
All right, let's shift gears to Sagittarius.
Okay.
The adventurer of the zodiac.
The adventurer.
I have a feeling your week is going to be anything but boring.
I have a feeling you're right.
So,
Sagittarius is going to be feeling restless and craving new experiences this week.
okay.
The beginning of the week might find them feeling a bit impatient with routine.
Okay.
So channeling that energy into something spontaneous,
Okay.
like planning a last-minute trip or exploring a new interest, would be super beneficial.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The horoscope even suggested a new podcast obsession.
Oh, fun.
I mean, who can resist a good podcast rabbit hole? But then the new moon kicks in.
Yeah.
And I'm sensing a boost of optimism for our Sagittarius friends.
Absolutely. The new moon in Pisces is all about amplifying that natural Sagittarius optimism.
Okay.
It's a fantastic time for them to dream big, set intentions for the future, and approach their goals with that signature can-do attitude.
I can already feel that positive energy radiating. It's like they can achieve anything they set their minds to this week.
Yeah.
But what about Venus retrograde? I saw a little warning about potential shakeups in their love life.
Ah, yes. Love and Venus retrograde.
Oh, no.
Always an interesting combination.
Yeah.
So with Venus retrograde in fellow fire sign Aries,
There.
communication is going to be super important for Sagittarius in matters of the heart.
Okay.
They need to be honest with themselves
Yeah.
and their partners to avoid any misunderstandings or unnecessary drama.
Honesty and open communication are definitely key,
Yes.
especially when things get a little messy with Venus retrograde.
Yeah, for sure.
No ghosting allowed, Sagittarius.
No ghosting.
All right, let's move on to Capricorn,
Okay.
the ambitious and disciplined achiever of the zodiac.
The achiever.
What does their cosmic forecast reveal?
Capricorn is stepping into their power this week,
Okay.
especially early on with the moon in their sign. Monday and Tuesday are prime time for them to take charge,
Okay.
tackle their responsibilities,
Yeah.
and make serious progress on those goals.
Love that.
They've got that CEO energy flowing.
I can already picture them crushing it in the boardroom
Yes.
or leading that big project to success. But then the Pisces new moon arrives.
Yes.
And I'm sensing a need for a little downtime.
Yes.
Even for our workaholic Capricorn friends.
Even for the workaholic Capricorn, you're spot on. Even the most dedicated Capricorn needs a break sometimes.
Yeah.
This new moon encourages them to shift gears
Okay.
and embrace some much-needed rest and relaxation.
Okay.
The horoscope suggests like a low-key night with friends,
Yeah.
which sounds like the perfect way to recharge those batteries.
Yes. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do
Yes.
is give yourself permission to relax and recharge.
Exactly.
But now for the wild card,
Okay.
Venus retrograde.
Uh-oh.
I saw a mention of potential challenges in their home life or with family members.
That's right. Venus retrograde in Aries
Okay.
could stir up some tension in Capricorn's personal life.
Okay.
This might be the week to avoid those big family dinners.
And potentially triggering conversations.
Yeah.
It's a good time for Capricorn to practice patience and understanding with loved ones.
Okay.
If conflicts do arise,
Yeah.
taking a step back,
Okay.
breathing deeply, and communicating calmly will help them navigate those choppy waters.
That's great advice for anyone dealing with family drama,
Yeah.
not just Capricorns. Deep breaths and calm communication can go a long way.
They can.
All right, on to Aquarius, the innovative, independent thinker of the zodiac.
The independent thinker.
What does their week look like?
So get ready for some mental fireworks
Okay.
because Aquarius is going to be buzzing with new ideas and creative inspiration this week. The beginning of the week is all about brainstorming,
Okay.
pitching those out-of-the-box concepts,
Yeah.
and engaging in stimulating conversations.
Okay.
It's a great time to connect with their network and let those innovative ideas flow. So I can already picture them like sparking those light bulb moments
Yes.
for everyone around them. The horoscope even suggested starting a group chat debate,
Oh, fun.
which, let's be honest, is such an Aquarius thing to do.
It is.
They love a good intellectual challenge.
You do.
And then with the arrival of the new moon in Pisces,
Yeah.
a touch of luck and serendipity enters the picture.
A little bit of luck.
This new moon is all about manifestation for Aquarius.
Yes.
It's a fantastic time for them to put their intentions out there,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's landing that dream job,
Yeah.
attracting a new love interest,
Okay.
or simply manifesting a little more joy into their lives.
Yes.
I love that.
The good one.
Who doesn't want a little more luck and serendipity?
Right.
But then there's Venus retrograde,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing a potential for miscommunications,
Yeah. Yeah.
which can be a little tricky
It can.
for our Aquarian friends who love to express their unique perspective.
Yes. So true. So Venus retrograde in Aries could lead to some misunderstandings, especially in the digital realm. Double checking those texts and emails before hitting send is a must.
Okay.
And if they're feeling overwhelmed by communication,
Yeah.
maybe even consider a little digital detox.
Ooh.
Putting the phone on Do Not Disturb for a few hours can do wonders.
Sometimes a little disconnect
Yeah.
is the best way to reconnect with yourself
It is.
and avoid those communication mishaps.
Exactly.
All right, we've arrived at the last sign, Pisces,
Taste.
the dreamer
Mm-hmm.
and intuitive of the zodiac.
Yes,
And since their season,
it is.
I'm expecting some extra special cosmic energy.
Pisces is definitely feeling the love this week.
Oh,
While the beginning of the week with the moon in Capricorn encourages them to stay grounded and practical,
okay.
things get truly magical
Ooh.
when the new moon arrives in their sign on Thursday.
I'm feeling the magic already.
It's powerful.
Sounds like it's time for Pisces to really step into their power
Yeah.
and embrace their dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This new moon is a beautiful invitation for Pisces to set powerful intentions, connect with their deepest desires,
Yeah.
and manifest their visions into reality.
Wow.
It's also a time for them to celebrate their sensitive, compassionate nature
Okay.
and express themselves authentically.
What a beautiful way to wrap up Pisces season.
It is.
But of course, we can't forget about Venus retrograde.
Oh, Venus retrograde.
The horoscope mentioned the potential for old emotions to resurface, which can be a little overwhelming for our sensitive Pisces friends.
It's true.
Yeah.
With Venus retrograde in Aries, past relationships or unresolved feelings could come up for healing.
Okay.
This isn't about dwelling in the past.
Right.
It's about acknowledging those old hurts and allowing intuition to guide them towards resolution.
It's all about finding those healthy coping mechanisms and using those intuitive powers for good.
Yes.
So for our listener out there, think about your own sign and what resonated with you from what we've discussed.
Yeah.
Was there a particular insight that stood out to you? Take a moment to reflect on how this week's cosmic energy
Okay.
might be showing up in your own life.
Yeah.
What opportunities for growth or new beginnings are presenting themselves? And how can you use the reflective power of Venus retrograde to your advantage?
Good question.
So,
It's all about tuning into that inner wisdom
yeah.
and trusting those gut feelings. This week is like a cosmic dance between embracing the new
Okay.
and reflecting on the past.
I love that analogy. It's not about forgetting where we've been,
Yeah,
but about using those experiences to inform our future.
exactly.
Okay, now that we've explored each sign's individual journey this week, let's zoom out
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
What are the key takeaways
So,
from this cosmic cocktail of new beginnings,
Are you good?
reflection,
yeah.
and maybe a little bit of drama?
Well, as we've discussed, the new moon in Pisces is all about fresh starts, tapping into our creativity
Yeah.
and embracing our emotions. It's a time to dream big
Yeah.
and set intentions for the future.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have Venus retrograde in Aries,
Okay.
which reminds us to look back and reassess our relationships and learn from those past experiences.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance between moving forward and honoring where we've been.
It's like the universe is giving us a chance to course correct,
Yes.
to make sure we're on the right path,
Mm-hmm.
and that our relationships are serving our highest good.
Exactly.
So much good stuff to unpack here.
There is.
But before we wrap up,
Okay.
I have one final question for you,
Okay.
and it's inspired by everything we've talked about today.
All right.
This week's energy seems to be all about finding balance.
Mm-hmm.
What area of your life could use a little rebalancing right now?
Ooh.
Is there a creative project you've been putting off? A relationship that needs a fresh perspective? Or maybe it's just time to prioritize some self-care
Yeah.
and reconnect with your inner peace
That's such a powerful question to ponder.
Yeah.
We all have areas of our lives that could use a little rebalancing from time to time.
For sure.
And this week's cosmic energy is giving us that extra push to make those adjustments. Remember, astrology is a tool for self-discovery and growth.
Okay.
But ultimately, you are the author of your own story.
So true. You have the power to choose how you navigate this week's energy.
Yes.
And what lessons you want to learn.
Exactly.
And hey, if you're feeling inspired, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
Connect with us on social media and share what resonated with you from this deep dive into the stars.
Absolutely. Let's keep the cosmic conversation going.
Until next time, stay curious, stay cosmic, and keep those vibes high.
And learn from those past experiences.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance between moving forward and honoring where we've been.
It's like the universe is giving us a chance to course correct.
Yes.
To make sure we're on the right path. And that our relationships are serving our highest good.
Exactly.
So much good stuff to unpack here.
There is.
But before we wrap up, I have one final question for you.
Okay.
And it's inspired by everything we've talked about today.
Right.
This week's energy seems to be all about finding balance. What area of your life could use a little rebalancing right now?
Ooh.
Is there a creative project you've been putting off?
Yeah.
A relationship that needs a fresh perspective? Or maybe it's just time to prioritize some self-care and reconnect with your inner peace.
That's such a powerful question to ponder.
Yeah.
We all have areas of our lives that could use a little rebalancing from time to time. And this week's cosmic energy is giving us that extra push to make those adjustments. Remember, astrology is a tool for self-discovery and growth.
Okay.
But ultimately, you are the author of your own story. So true. You have the power to choose how you navigate this week's energy.
Yes.
And what lessons you want to learn.
Exactly.
And hey, if you're feeling inspired, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
Connect with us on social media and share what resonated with you from this deep dive into the stars.
Absolutely. Let's keep the cosmic conversation going.
Until next time, stay curious, stay cosmic, and keep those vibes high.